Hello, welcome back on my YouTube channel. Welcome back again. I'm back again with another video. So I'm actually making this video at night, like it's early morning, but it's still at night. It's around 1 a.m. So forgive me with the lightning. So okay, let me just try to put some light on. Really, I will see myself better because I am not fond of dark and the video. So as I said, I'm actually back again with another video. I'm just gonna make a video about ghosting people. Is ghosting people a bad thing? Well, I think most people that were part of my life, I ghosted them a lot, and I'm like, let me just make a video about ghosting people. Is it a bad thing? Is it a good thing? So I like to believe when we're actually ghosting people, the fact that you ghosting people, I think ghosting people it's something that is okay to do. When I say ghosting people, it's something that is actually okay to do. Or when I say ghosting people is something that is okay to do, I mean there is no way that they there can be a way that is ghosting. There's no way that the word ghosted at people's action were created for no reason. I like to believe whatever that is happening in this in this world, in this planet, most of them, the reason that they exist for a fucking reason. There's no way something that is called ghosting, whereby people disappear on other people for no reason. So when I mention that, I'm talking about that as much as ghosting, I believe being ghosted is painful. I experienced that and I've done that myself. And yes, some people still view it as a coward way of ending things. I believe, yes, you can say that. But there is a healthy ghosting, there's also unhealthy ghosting. When I'm speaking of unhealthy ghosting, for example, when you are actually there, okay, I was actually watching this movie. It's actually a South African movie, and also I'm a South African. So a guy ghosted this girl in the movie, and she couldn't move on from actually a relationship that they had, because the guy went out and said he's going to buy milk, and then he never returned. And I was like, she had this one for 3 years, not dating anyone, not allowing herself to be close to men. She spent a lot of time in her work. She spent a lot of time, she just bury herself with work, and it works for her. But eventually, every time when the men want to ask her out, she was still holding onto the fact that the guy went to buy milk and he never returned. But what the eventually she eventually met this guy, and when she met this guy, she asked why did he left like that, why did he ghost instead of telling her that it's actually over. You know what the guy said? There's actually a moth. You know what the guy said? He said, if I didn't ghosted you, holy trap, oh moth, if I didn't ghosted you, you would stay unhappy, because there were a lot of things that we were not saying to each other. There were a lot of ways that we didn't say to each other, and it was not working for both of us, because you were comfortable with burying yourself with work, you were not comfortable with going out with me. So I feel like I did the best thing for both of us, because you never had time for me. Every time I felt like I was begging you to spend time with me, you never been spontaneous with me. You never put up time. You never do anything with me. Instead, you always make excuses about your work, as if you're the only one who's working. And then all along, the girl used to blame the guy about being ghosted. And then the guy was like, the guy told her that, and then it finally ring on her, like, you know what? He's right. Like, they were not meant to be. They never had that conservation, because, you know, people usually avoid hard conservation to make. They avoid, which is not healthy, because when you feel like the relationship is heavy on you, it's okay to leave. It's okay to go on with your life. It's okay to talk with the partner and leave. So when I'm speaking of unhealthy ghosting, as okay, I feel like it was unhealthy of him to do that, but at the same time, I feel like he had reason why he did that. So yeah, the only time I found yeah, the ghosting people unhealthy, it's whereby you still want them back. You know, people who are actually sociopathic, narcissistic, pathetic, sociopath, they tend to ghost people with the intention of coming back to them. I feel like ghosting people with the intention of coming back to them, it's extremely unhealthy, because why are you doing that? You have no intention of coming back to them. I mean, you have intention of coming back to them. You want them not to be over you and come back to them. You know, I find it extremely sociopathic. Why are you doing that? Why are you actually willing to to ghost people when you still want to talk to them? You know, I feel like it's extremely toxic to move like that. So I believe it's unhealthy ghosting. So let's come back to healthy ghosting. When you're actually doing healthy ghosting, yes, health, it's nothing different with unhealthy ghosting, because you actually leaving people, you are disappearing in their life with the intention of not coming back to them. For example, okay, you're gonna delete their number, you gonna block them on social media, you have no intention of blocking them. For example, when I did healthy ghosting with previous girlfriends as well as previous boyfriends, ex-boyfriend, ex-lovers, because I did that because I knew what they are planning to do on me. And I did that because I felt like I already went vocal with them what their action are doing to me. So whenever I speak, whenever I open up about their action, how their action are hurting me, what did they do? They gaslight me. They made me feel like I'm crazy. They made me feel like um, whatever my needs are not supposed to meet. I'm supposed to always meet their own needs. My feelings don't matter. They made me feel like my feelings don't matter. The only feelings that actually matter is them. I'm supposed to serve them. I'm supposed to be okay with whatever BS they are giving me. So what I did then, I just follow my gut feeling, because I already told them that I'm okay, not okay with the treatment that they're giving me. I vocalize a lot of my needs. I vocalize a lot of why they're actually doing this to me, because I don't understand. I believe we are friends, or I believe we are lovers. Why are you? Because I didn't ghost just friends. I didn't ghost just friends or ex-girlfriends, as well as I also ghosted my siblings. But eventually, I had to make a conservation with my siblings, why I'm leaving them, why I don't want their help, because I felt like I was guided by, I'm always guided by spirit. my spirit guide, my God, because I believe God is spirit. I'm always guided spiritually what next thing to do. Sometimes I even dream about things like that. So what I did, I follow my gut feeling. It was a healthy thing to do because I was not sleeping at night, not trying to understand why they're doing this to me, why they're treating me in a certain way. So when I'm talking about healthy ghosting, it's whereby you following your gut feeling after trying to make things work with others, and they constantly make you feel like shit. They constantly make you as if you don't matter. You're not supposed to matter. You're not supposed to know your worth. You're not supposed to take care of yourself. You're not supposed to take care of your mental health. Because when you're surrounded by people who always bully you, it can get ugly mentally, emotionally, spiritually. Because those people, they want to destroy your spirit instead of being allowing you to grow. They don't want you to grow. They don't want to find you potential. They want you to stay stuck. They constantly attack your self-confidence. They always constantly attack your beliefs, the way you speak, the way you're so confident. Or constantly attack your beliefs. I don't understand people who feel energized, have a lot of energy, being happy for torturing others. So it's something like that. It's something that I'll never understand why people are okay with doing it. So when you're doing healthy ghosting, I believe healthy ghosting is whereby you have no intention of coming back to those people. I believe healthy ghosting, it's whereby you allowing your gut feeling to go through, your gut feeling to guide you, because we are spiritual beings who are extremely connected with ourselves, whether we're doing what intuitively, because a lot of things that are intuitive, it's something that is being guided, whether by your ancestors or God or spirit guide, animals, because I believe animals, spirit that are surrounding us, they're guiding us. So whatever that you're actually believing in, I believe God is also what? Spirit. So yeah, so it's healthy ghosting because you are ghosting people with the intention of not coming back to them. You try to make them see your way, your perspective, why, what their bullying does to you, what their gaslighting does, because gaslighting people is manipulative. Manipulation is what is toxic. You are lying to them. You have no intention of seeing them in a great, because people who actually love you, they won't do that to you, because they want to see you thrive. They want Trevor, they want to see you happy. They want to see you dedicated in things that you actually love, not being bored and not being able to sleep at night, trying to understand why this person was so mean to me. Because sometimes you're being bothered by people, what they say to you, because you don't understand. They say they love you because at that time I was around people from birth who never taught me how to love, who never taught me what is exactly love. Instead, they put me through shit and told me it's love, and I had to learn in a hard way this is not love, because I felt my gut feeling that, you know what, I am not being loved here. I'm actually being hated. And this is something that a lot of us, we, especially if you have a shit family, evil family, you have you end up thinking that it's okay. But I'm so proud of people who actually run away from that film, because I tried that routine. It happened that I grew up in a very small town and people know each other, and it was my escape to leave was not successful. An orphanage was not available to in our small town, is still not available, and it's bothering me why it's not available, because I know a lot of people who ended up in the street because they didn't have access to places that they can run to. I know orphanage is also awful, but it's also awful to have people that you look alike, so people that you share the same blood, people that you share come from the same parent, but still hating on you. It's so exhausting to the point that you don't understand why, you know. So, but it eventually you understand that parent can be hateful, and can't do anything. Siblings can be hateful, they can plan to torture you for no reason, for being different. Well, I believe we're all different, but sometimes I can tell that your difference is not any kind of different. You are born for a specific purpose, and they hate that. They want to take that from you. They want you not to find out who you are. They want you to be big. They want you to belittle yourself. They want you to torture yourself. So those kind of things, they happen. Attracting people self-confident, it's something that they're good at, especially if you're around people who are not healthy for you. So yes, I'm speaking of unhealthy ghosting as well, healthy ghosting. And yeah, you can't do anything with that besides doing what's best for you. So yes, I think I should have got clear when why sociopaths actually do that. Narcissist is because they want to come back. They actually want to come back and destroy you. They want you to beat yourself up. Why did you do something wrong? Why did you do that? So that when they come back with excuses. Like, for example, my ex came back and said he went to meditation. And I'm like, meditation? And he came back, he said he was having a business issues, and was like, if you are having issues, why did you disappear for a month? You know, why you never make effort? Because I did make effort 3 days after he ghosted me. I was like, why are you not talking to me? Because I know you do get my message. They were ticking twice, but he never read them. I think they were in a gray tick on WhatsApp, and I was like, because I was already withdrawing from texting, in terms of texting message as well as calling. So I was more like, you know what, I'm just gonna talk to him on WhatsApp. I'm not gonna reach out on Facebook. I'm not gonna reach out on his Instagram account. As much as what I'm just gonna do WhatsApp. I already see where I stand with this guy. I already had a lot of downloads. So you know what? This guy's intention was to break me instead of loving me. And it's okay. I've seen that. I've accepted that. So the only thing that I need to do, I need to move the fuck far away. So after 2 days, I texted him, why are you doing that? So because I don't understand, why are you ghosting? He was like, he made it, instead he got angry with me and saying I'm needy, I'm clingy, I'm this, I'm too much, I'm whatsoever. And I was like, okay, okay. And I didn't just make it hard on him, so I was just like, okay. And then I knew from the moment I'm leaving. Correct. There were all many signs, many red flags that I actually ignore. So it was just another aha moment for me. Like, you know what? I was ignoring something that was guiding me in the right direction. So I ghosted him like that. So I was like, it's fine. Okay. I let him be. But eventually, after a month, he reached out. And I was like, 3 weeks of the month, I think. I was like, what? So eventually, I just like, dude, I'm not gonna respond to you. And it just ended like that because I knew he was doing that to make me anxious. He wanted me to be anxious, to be waiting for him. He was starving because narcissistic people. I dated a lot of narcissistic people. Actually, I had 2 ex who were actually narcissists, and a lot of bunch of friends from primary, high school, and university. So, as well as my family, siblings, cousin, whatsoever. So he wanted me to beg for him. They do that. They starve you at your attention. They starve you. They hold in love. They just make you wanna be a person who constantly starve, waiting for them in whatever manner. It's toxic. So when you're doing healthy ghosting, I asked, and then instead he got angry at me for asking me why he's doing that, why he just disappear and have no intention of telling me what is going on. So, and he instead he got angry, or like, okay, you're getting angry when I'm asking you why are you doing that. So why I don't just disappear so that you won't get angry at me. And beside, I was taking care of my mental health because I know this guy has no good intention for me, as well as friendship. Because I did mention that their action are hurting me because they were constantly bullying, but like, no, it's just a joke, a lot of people say a lot of shit, a lot of things they want to say through jokes. It's either through jokes or when they're angry. That's when people actually want to say exactly that they want to say to you. So yeah, so they used to say such, and I was like, do you know the jokes that you're actually doing that are hurting me? Do you know? Because every time when I'm opening up about how they're hurting me, they always want to find another way that they can go deep with it hurting me. When you're telling people that this is not what you're okay with, and what they do, they want to open more in order for you to get more hate. It was like it's something that they are purposely doing. It's something that that makes me them happy. So I was like, you know what? I understand. I understand now. So because they've been doing it for a while, I was like, you know what? It's okay. I'm just gonna ghost it. And besides, I already learned where I stand with them because I feel like they were not treating the other friends like that. They're only doing that at me. So I felt like I was a substitute friend that they don't give a fuck about. Instead, when their friends bail out, we're like, oh, there's always gonna be a substitute there. And I reach out. I'm like, and it took me a while. I was starting to understand what, okay, this is where I actually stand with these people, and they don't deserve such respect. When people don't deserve respect, when the respect that you had for them is gone, you don't need to be polite with them. The only like is I often avoid people when I actually lost respect for them because I'm done with you. And the fact that I have to be low to lower myself in terms of the way I behave toward you, it's exhausting. I like to put people on the pedestal, just the way I put myself on a pedestal. So when I realized, oh shit, I'm no longer respecting these people, I'm no longer see them the way I see them because I worship you when you're my people, when you're someone who's actually in my cycle. I worship, I want you to see you good, I want to see you doing well. I worship, I want you to do good because honestly, this is what I like. I like to see people that I'm actually around with, people that I fuck with doing better. I don't know, I just get happy to the point sometimes I even ignore my own needs. So, but I've learned in the hard way to put myself first, and it's working. It's working. I see it every day. Like it's fucking working. So yeah. So when I see that I lost respect for you, I don't believe I should discuss it with you. Like, hi, I think I'm cutting you off because of this. No. When respect is gone, and it was your action constantly, because I'm not a person who usually cut people off for one reason. I had to hurt a lot, but eventually I've learned to do that because sometimes we allow people how they treat us. When you constantly allow people how they treat you and normalize it and think it's okay, they say that you are not loving yourself, and then what they do, they end up doing it until you feel like it's normal. They teaching you to normalize toxicity. They teach you to normalize their disrespect. So that was the issue with me. When I was constantly communicating with them, this is just not okay, this is not okay. It was like I was teaching them, you know what, they respect me more, be toxic to me more, be ungrateful bitch more. It was like I was teaching themselves that. But eventually, you're gonna meet people where you're gonna talk about your need, and they won't find your needs too much. You won't find your communication. Your communication is the issue because they make you feel like having conversation with them about your need, communicating, it's something bad. It's something that you're demanding too much. So why are you not posting those individuals? Because they're not making any effort. When you're having friendship, it has to have effort. We are individual who come to be together and make it work. and we are both benefiting from friendship, because eventually friendship is nice. Lovers, having lover is something nice too. So yeah, I'm talking about that. So guys, thank you for liking, thank you for subscribing on my YouTube channel. As I said, I make this video, it's actually what the fuck, it's 2:15 now a.m. on the 26th of March. So wow, I can't believe I actually made a video at night. It's something that I've never normalized. It's something that I've never allowed myself to do, because I am so strict with myself. I don't like anything that is out of it. So it was like I'm breaking free from the part, like the normal routine that I always do. So I'm actually, because I had a lot of distraction during the day, I couldn't make a video. So I'm just waking up from now, and I was like, you know what, let me just put my face out there. And you know what, and I did. So thank you guys for liking, for subscribing on my YouTube channel. If you feel like my content is for you, don't forget to click like, click subscribe, click notification. So ta-da!